U.S. companies, meanwhile, pledging billions in manufacturing projects to compete in the great semiconductor chip race. Intel breaking new ground on new chip factories in Ohio and Arizona, with plans to expand European operations as well. Joining me right now, live here in Davos, is the CEO of Intel, Pat Gelsinger. Pat, it's great to see you.
Great to see you, Maria. Thank you for having me on the show today.
Really good to have you. I want to talk about the macro story, about your plans at Intel, and I know our viewers are very happy with your plans to invest in America, make semiconductor chips here so that we are not so reliant on Taiwan.
Well, you know, we've been on this journey since I've come back to rebuild manufacturing, to get back to process technology leadership. But then, as we saw in COVID, right, the criticality of semiconductors. What aspect of your life, Maria, is not becoming more dependent on technology?
I don't think any aspect. I mean, it's amazing.
And that's the point, right? Everything is becoming more digital, and everything digital runs on semiconductors. So this is critical to every aspect of human existence. And as I like to say, where the oil reserves are define geopolitics for the last 5 decades. Where the technology supply chains and semiconductors are located will define geopolitics for the next 5. It's that important.
It is, and that's a great analogy, actually. But look, Taiwan remains a leader in the industry. Chip exports increased 18.5% in 2022. We're all worried about the potential for, the China Communist Party to go into Taiwan and disrupt world production. How are you dealing with that? Tell me about this investment that you are continuing into factories in America.
Yeah, and clearly, as we've laid out our plans in the U.S., we've been very active with the U.S. CHIPS Act. Right, quite active in getting that across the line and getting that passed last year. And with that, enabling us to make these massive investments in Arizona, which we're well underway building out. We did the groundbreaking. We had the president there late last year to, have this moment. And as I called it, the Rust Belt ends and the Silicon Heartland begins.
Wow.
Right?
I like it.
Largely, the technology boom has been on the coast. It hasn't been in the center, the manufacturing hub of the nation. And now we're bringing technology there. So thrilling. And these investments are huge, right? But to be competitive in the world, right? And as I like to say, the Senate never voted to get rid of the semiconductor industry, but the governments of Asia voted to get it. They made strong industrial policies to pull that industry because between U.S. and Europe, we used to be 80% of manufacturing. Now we're 20%, right? And Asia is 80%. So we need to rebalance those supply chains. We need resilient supply chains. And our investments in the U.S. are a piece of that. Get back to technology leadership and have the manufacturing capacity to build and satisfy our industries for the future. And we're doing likewise here in Europe. And that's part of our time here at Davos with the World Economic Forum.
We had Jamie Dimon on the show about a week ago, and he said to me that loan growth is coming in a big way from commercial businesses, because I feel like CEOs today are saying, we were there when it was all about just in time, but now we're going to approach our business just in case.
Yeah.
Because
in fact,
of
he stole that line from me.
Yeah. Because of the supply chain issues that we saw a year ago. Right. Just in time to just in case. You said that. Exactly.
Yeah. And, with that, we really believe, and like now, some would ask me, they say, boy, are you investing so heavily in this economic cycle? Well, a 3-quarter economic cycle should not dictate a 5-year capital build-out plan. You just can't make those decisions. And we see semiconductors doubling this decade. Right. So I need to be building the capacity for that. And it is exactly what Jamie said, that long-term investment strategy. So we need the support of the financial sector to go do that. We need the support of our public-private partnerships with government to go do that. And we are underway making some big long-term bets on the future of the technology industry.
And you've got to make those bets despite the demand numbers, because, look, the survey here out of the World Economic Forum has the majority of CEOs expecting a recession this year. So where are you on the macro story? Are we slowing down?
We don't see any good news in the near term. I think the first half of this year will be pretty rugged because, China, COVID, Europe, energy, and Ukraine, U.S. inflation. So when you look across the 3 major markets, I don't see any good news. That said, we believe there could be some second half recovery. But again, these investments are for the second half of the decade. They're not for the second half of the year. And that's why it's so important that you invest in downturns, something that Intel has always had at this center, knowing that these are 4, 5, 6-year factory build-outs. I can't decide that in one quarter of bad economic data. Heavens, we're investing for the long term, and that's what we're committed to.
Great point. So when you look across industry, where does the growth come from in terms of sectors? Obviously, there's a transition going on in vehicles. An auto sector is doing so much with tech. Where else do you see the real growth happening regarding Intel in terms of sectors?
Well, to some degree, every aspect of your life is becoming digitally driven. So it's every aspect. Will healthcare be more digital? You bet it will be, right? And it's one of the most underpenetrated segments for technology today is actually healthcare.
And I love that story, the marriage of healthcare and tech.
Yeah, powerful. You mentioned auto. Today, the average car has 5% semiconductors of its bill of materials. By the end of the decade, that's expected to be 20%. As it becomes EV, electric, and autonomous.
Big number.
Huge increase in that sector of the market. Of course, cloud computing. Everything's becoming digitally connected. Areas like metaverse, the consumer experience, but also the business applications of immersive AR and VR. Personal computers. Everybody needs to be connected in this hybrid work world. The need for AI. Right, and we're, the breakthroughs that we're continuing to see one after the other in the use of advanced AI. And guess what? There's a lot of computers that go behind that in semiconductors.
Can we stay ahead of the game in terms of China? They want to be number one in AI. They want to be number one in quantum. Well,
I think that the U.S. has so much going for it, and I think the, partnerships that we can have across the academic, the public sector and the private sector, we have a lot going for us. Clearly, the technologies that we have, we're the leaders in so many domains here. I feel very optimistic. And, the CHIPS Act to me was a turning point, right? We saw that, this is the most significant legislation in industrial policy since World War II. And in that sense, to me, that was why it was so powerful to come forward. The CHIPS and Science Act was a clear statement that, we are going to win back the semiconductor industry. We are going to be manufacturing it. And it has its twin here in Europe, the EU CHIPS Act, but it was also the CHIPS and Science Act. And many of those elements are for healthcare, are for AI, for long-term leadership. So I'm a real optimist here that, our approach to being this open, collaborative, innovative society, the rebuilding of key manufacturing and semiconductor industry as that underlayment for it, and breakthroughs in AI, quantum computing, neuromorphic computing, and we're on it in all of these areas. I think the future is very bright, and we've seen the most significant step through the CHIPS Act to help make that happen.
Well, look, I know you're going to talk about this on your panel this week. You are speaking on the Learning from Semiconductor Supply Shocks panel on Thursday. What are the messages that you're going to get out that panel?
Yeah, one of those is clearly there should never be, right, a point of singular failure for key industries. And unfortunately, we allowed ourselves to become very dependent, right? And somewhat the just-in-time versus just-in-case, right? Well, just-in-time was driven by lowest cost. So if I can make something 10 cents cheaper, I'd go make it there. Well, but if that caused the consolidation of a single port, right, a single island, a single place in the world that everything is dependent upon, that's not good for geopolitics. One earthquake, one natural issue, one shutdown, one pandemic issue, all of those cause this radical disruption in the supply chains of the world. We need geographically balanced, resilient supply chains. And that's not deglobalization. That's what I call interdependency of supply chain, where the U.S., we should have, assurance of our supply, for our economy and for national security benefits. Europe should have assurance of its supply for economic and national security benefits. And clearly, having the connectedness of the world, no single points of failure, clear view across the supply chain of how we build resilience, and then good global policies that are aligning our friends across the world.
No matter the cost, have you been able to pass on inflation and the higher expense of chips to customers?
We've been slow to. We have had to raise some of our prices just because of the massive inflation that we've seen. We've been very slow and moderate in doing so because, semiconductors has been a great deflationary technology over time. So this idea of they're becoming more expensive, right? You get more for less. That's Moore's law. That's the heart of what we do over time. But yeah, it's been a tough market in that regard because everything has gone up: gases, construction, labor, and most importantly, probably energy costs
and food as well.
Yeah.
Pat, it's great to have you this morning.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Pat Gelsinger, joining us, CEO of Intel.